to the most critical leaders who make change sustainable, powerful, and at scale are the school principals.
The role of the principal is extremely important. It's the main lever for any type of school action or school reform to take place. So we have to make sure that that individual is fully prepared in a way that's going to be innovative and productive and efficient, to have the vision of what that school is going to be for children.
I want principals to feel that I have not forgotten how complex and challenging the role of a principal is in our district. And I really want to change the trajectory of this. I want them to be really included at the inception of ideas, concepts, and implementation.
Historically, DPQ has provided those opportunities to school leaders, and I benefited from them. I really think if I hadn't been able to participate in the Chicago Leadership Collaborative, if I didn't have a mentor, principal, and a coach, I would have struggled a lot more.
Leadership to me is the reason why people come, why they stay, why they show up and become innovative. Leadership sustains everything else, and people follow leaders. They follow vision. Being able to say, I see this big picture. Now let me make you feel it, let me make it palatable, and let me help you understand how we're going to get there.
Without a strong principal, there is no success for a district.
Being a principal is the hardest role you could take on, but it's also the most rewarding. And so for me, it's how do we make principals in that role feel supported despite the challenges that they're always going to face? And how do we really continue to elevate the level of work that we're able to do in service of our students?
Sometimes we feel we're on an island. No one wants to support us. We're going through it alone, when in fact many of us are struggling in the very same way. Many of us have already made the errors in which we want for others to avoid.
What the Department of Principal Quality is doing is they're helping you build your toolbox. DPQ is essentially giving principals all the tools they need. And even if they don't know the tool, I oftentimes pull a tool out of the toolbox and I'm like, don't know what this one does, but someone told me it would be useful at some point, so let's figure it out.
I remember as a principal how hard it was to prioritize time for myself, for my own learning and growth, but I also recognized when I did do those things, how impactful it was on me and how I could see directly in improving the work I was doing on behalf of the Curie community.
I believe leadership is lonely only if you're doing it wrong. DPQ provides us a space where we can come together and collaborate and network and grow together because we're building community and partnerships. And so we feel validated, we feel heard, we feel respected, but we're also taking back and we're learning and growing and we're able to take that back into our schools.
The department really understands what it means to be a first-year principal, a second-year principal, a veteran principal, and they put other principals in front of us to actually know the work and know the challenge of the work, and they help build us and they help prepare us with the tool belts that we need in order to do the work each and every day.
Having the opportunity to learn from aspiring school leaders, it's just a wonderful way of, even as a principal currently, to reflect on my own leadership practices and learn from someone new.
I want our principals and assistant principals to know we're ready. You have champions in the Office of Principal Quality who are here for you, and we are being proactive and intentional about building our outreach to you, but the door is also open. We as CPS recognize the power of having strong school leadership in the building and know that to serve our students and families well, we have to invest in it and we have to be committed to supporting those leaders.